Hello, and thank you for tuning into this week's Mayor's Update. As always, we have some very important information to share with you here this week, so please feel free to share this video with your friends, family, relatives, and anyone else you think might find this information helpful over the course of the coming week. I want to start off by letting you all know that next week, we will not be having one of our regular Mayor's Update videos as the city's inauguration will be taking place next Thursday. So just like we've done at different instances where there's been different events like our check presentations, our grant announcements, our press conferences that we've had that have been larger in scale, where those have taken the place of the Mayor's Update that week, that is going to happen next week with the city's inauguration. So if you watch these weekly, just know that next week's video will be the inauguration and the Mayor's Update will be my inaugural address that I give at that inauguration, where we'll talk about some things to look out for in the upcoming year and review what we did in the past term. What that also means is that it triggers certain events that are dictated for the city by the city's charter, so our city's version of the Constitution, or by state law. So the first of those means that the city charter states that on the first Monday of January in an even numbered year, all of those who were elected in the latest city election will be sworn into office. Now, the first Monday in January this year is New Year's Day, January 1st. So at 10 a.m. on New Year's Day, all of the city's elected officials who were elected last November will be coming into City Hall to formally take our oaths of offices with the city clerk. This will be done in just a small, quick ceremony that just has to be done with really no pomp or circumstance. It's really just raise your right hand and we take our oath of office. Because we understand that many people in the city are going to have New Year's plans, are going to be with their family. Some people have religious services to get to, different things like that that are all going to be taking place that day, and plus it's a holiday that the rest of City Hall is closed. So that'll just be a brief, quick, we take our oath and then we leave instance there. That is why the inauguration is taking place on Thursday night at 6:30. So again, January 4th, 6:30 p.m. in Perry Auditorium. And anyone from the city or just the general public, even if they're not from the city, is more than welcome to attend. This is really a celebration of the city as a whole and what we've accomplished, not only in the last 2 years, but as a whole in Gardner's history, and celebrate what we could look forward to in the next 2 years as well in the upcoming term. Again, that will take place on Thursday, January 4th at 6:30 p.m. in Perry Auditorium. The Gardner Middle School Select Chorus will be performing. The Greater Gardner Community Choir will be performing as well. Judge Goldstein will be swearing in the members of the school committee and the city council. Former State Senator Jen Flanagan will be administering my oath of office. There'll be a lot to look forward to that event, and there'll be a brief reception in Perry Auditorium afterward as well. I want to make sure that this is something that as many people can attend as possible. It made no sense for us to hold a ceremony like that on a day that no one's going to be out and about and really can't take part in the celebration of our city together as a whole. So if we can do that with everyone together, that's our goal for sure. So again, that'll take place next week. The city charter also states that on the first Tuesday in January, the city council and the school committee have to have what's called their organizational meetings. That means that City Council President Elizabeth Kaczynskis, once January 1st happens and we take our oath of office, will no longer be City Council President, and Vice Chair Jennifer Plavin, who vice chairs the school committee, will also not have her position. Neither will the other the secretary positions or the finance officer or the school committee. All of those their terms expire once the new term of office takes place. That Tuesday night, all of those positions will have their elections. So the city council will elect their president that evening. It can be Councilor Kaczynskis, but it doesn't have to be. Same thing with the school committee. Will be meeting before the city council to have their reorganizational meeting where they'll elect their vice chair, secretary, and their 2 finance officers. So again, both of those meetings will take place on Tuesday evening. So if you see anything that's not, usually in the regular timeline that we have for our meeting schedule, that's why. It's actually specially dictated by the city charter and then by state law in terms of the time that those events are held at. So it can be a little confusing, so we just want to make sure that that's out there for people to understand. Christmas tree pickup will be done with regular trash collection next week, January 2nd through 5th. So if you have your actual Christmas tree that's a real tree, not a fake artificial tree that you're no longer using, you can put it out on the curb on your regular trash day between January 2nd and January 5th. So if your regular trash day is on January 4th, next Thursday, you would put your tree out on the curb on January 4th. and Harvey will come and pick that up with the regular trash collection. So again, that's taking place this coming week, next week. And just as a reminder, this Saturday, December 30th, we have our final Centennial Celebration event. That is the ball and the gala that will take place in Perry Auditorium. It runs from 6 p.m. to 10 p.m. So again, if you have tickets for that, feel free to join us for that event. It's sure to be a great time. Finicky Fork will be catering the event there too. There's a DJ, there's a live band. It's sure to be a fun time for all. And I want to take this opportunity to thank everyone who served on the Centennial Celebration Committee this past year and made everything from the kickoff to the flashback dance, the summer celebration, the parade, the band show, and now this is the gala ball that we're having, just such a success and a fun time for us here in Gardner. They really put in a lot of work to that on a volunteer basis, and I'm really happy and thankful for them. The fire department will be fully staffed beginning of January. One of our former firefighters who left to go to a different department is coming back to Gardner Fire Department, and with those that we have in the academy and our firefighter who's returning, we should be fully staffed in the fire department, and we do have several members of the police department who are going through the academy as well, so we are progressing in our hiring goals. We do still have some openings in our plowing needs for the city. So if you know anyone who has a plow, we've just increased our rates from $65 an hour to $95 an hour. So if you know of anyone who would be interested in plowing for the city, those applications are available, and you can contact the city's director of purchasing in the purchasing department, but you really should start with the DPW director as well. Either of those can connect you with the right person to talk to, and if one sends you to the other, at least you get the information that's going out there. So again, we do have open spots still for plowing across the city. We'll have a lot more information to talk about next week. Remember that MART is doing fare-free bus rides now for the next 6 months. So beginning January 1st to July 1st, all MART buses for whatever routes they're in the city are fare-free, so you can ride those for free on their fixed route services. And I want to wish you all a very happy new year as you go out and celebrate with your friends and families. I want to thank our outgoing city councilors, Jim Walsh and Jim Boone, for their service to the city and their decades of being elected officials here in Gardner. And I want to say congratulations to our new city councilors, Carolyn Kamuta and David Tebow Munoz, who will be starting again before we're done with the next update that comes forward. Looking forward to working with the two of you. And from all of us here at City Hall to all of you who are watching and everyone in the city, a very happy and healthy new year. And I look forward to seeing what the new year brings. Thank you very much and have a great day.